Hello everyone, welcome back to the Stay Zen with Saj podcast. It is I, your host, sajeedahdahliah, and today I have with me two very special guests. Introduce yourselves.
Hi guys, it's Adanna here.
Hi everyone, my name is Hadeeya.
Today we are going to be talking about the dynamic of friend groups. They are going to be telling us one of their story or their encounter with friend groups, and I'm going to be asking them some questions as well. So before we get on with the episode, we're going to go on with our normal routine for every episode. We're going to practice a bit of gratitude. Today, I'm grateful for life. Alhamdulillah, I woke up early like I planned and everything is just going smoothly today. Alhamdulillah. Hadeeya, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for my family, grateful for the food Sajida cooked for us. It was really nice to have to give you that. I'm grateful for everything.
I don't know what I'm grateful for.
I'm grateful for life and for the success of Davido's concert yesterday.
She went for Davido's concert yesterday and she was just sending us snaps and it was wild. And I'm sure a lot of you went and I hope you guys had fun as well. So now we're going to begin with the episode. I'm going to start by asking them questions, and along the way they're going to tell you their experiences, and maybe you guys can find it relatable. Maybe you've experienced something similar. All right, the first question is, have you ever felt that your relationships within the friend group were more superficial than you would have liked? Did you think that they were a bit fake or so?
Personally, I feel like it's kind of inevitable because you can't really expect everyone to get along with each other, and then eventually this person's going to say this, that person's going to say that. Before you know it, this person is behaving a certain way towards you, or like they don't like you deep down, but then they feel like they have to maybe be nice to you
Because everyone gets along with you.
or something like that.
Okay.
What do you think?
For me, I feel like the amount of people in a friend group also plays like a major deal. Let's say a friend group where they're like let's say 7 now. For instance, a friend group that they are 7. Obviously, everyone is not going to be getting along with each other. It's going to be like they're going to form like little cliques in that same group, and then along the line, it might not start at first, but like along the line, it's just going to go.
But look, I feel like it's not even from friend groups, like from subgroups only. Something along the line could happen. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then this person will feel this type of
resentment
towards you, based on things like, okay, maybe I'm close to this person. The thing is that people need to understand that in a friend group, some people are closer than the others, and that is completely fine. I feel like some people in friend groups have some sense of entitlement towards some other people, and then maybe this person's getting close to that person, this person will feel resentment, and then they'll just come and be behaving
like maybe you're stealing this person from me,
which is
you guys
so stupid and so childish, but then it actually exists.
Friend groups where in that friend group they are like best friends, in that same friend group where they are like, it never works fine, because let's say you want to hang out with this person, like you just be feeling somehow, and that friend group, like let's say you go out, maybe just you and one person in the friend group decides to go out together,
like, oh, you left us
it
out.
Now becomes a very big problem.
That's why I think people should stop feeling entitled towards like one person in a friend group, because that person is allowed to have like so many other friends you get. So it does really make sense.
Okay, I get. Okay, the second question is, have you ever experienced or witnessed the formation of cliques within the friend group, and how did it affect the dynamic between you guys, the relationship between everyone?
Personally, I don't mind formation of subgroups. I feel like it's only normal to have subgroups, because some people might get along with this person more than the rest. It's fine, but then what it's based on, like why did they form that subgroup? If you're inheriting beef, then genuinely I just don't understand how people be inheriting beefs. And then that's the thing, most subgroups are formed based on inheritance of beef. Like I've experienced that, and I'm like, I can say that I belong to a lot of friend groups, and I've experienced that with some of my friend groups. And I feel like it happens more with girls, because like I have this friend group where it's just 2 girls, 2 guys, and if like one person is having beef with this person, like the guys don't care. Do you get? I feel like women, we have this thing in us. And don't get me wrong, I also carry my friends' beef on top of my head, but not like something that isn't serious, something that I know that this person cannot do to me or is not doing to me. Because like we've had a situation where someone in our friend group offended like some people, and I cut that person off immediately. Why? Because I felt like from the way this person is moving, this person could do this to me, because I'm not even as close to her as she is to the rest, and she did that to them, so she could definitely do it to me. So I cut her off. But I feel like that doesn't even have to be.
I feel like the reason why female friend groups are usually encounter a lot of problems is because I saw something online that said female friendships are very similar to relationships. Because the way girls are so affectionate and they're always buying each other gifts, taking care of each other. It's not like guy friendships, they're not like emotionally connected. It's usually like vibes on vibes. They don't really talk about the deep stuff majority of the time. So I feel like that is why. I don't know. Do you think the same? Have you noticed any guy friendships that it's like deep? Like they talk about the deep stuff. It's like hardly. There are a few. It happens to some.
I actually have seen like quite a lot.
A lot?
Yeah, like I have this friend. Like I could sit down and cry on FaceTime with him, and then
no, that's
like,
female to male. I'm talking
like
about male and male.
Male and male.
Male and male, yeah.
Maybe probably because the reason why I have not seen that is because majority of the guys that I used to keep around me were very superficial towards each other. So maybe that is why.
Concerning the whole carrying of beef thing here, I feel like it's valid in a situation whereby, like, let's say the gravity of what that person did to your friend, like you have to wait to see, if this is something that they did to this person that they have known for a very long time. Me that I just know this person, they could do it to me without thinking. Do you get?
Yeah,
so
without
you
feeling anything.
So you just like, let me just keep this. You might not cut the person off instantly, but just keep the distance.
Just to maintain that respect.
How do I feel about
subgroups?
I feel it happens now. Like to me, subgroups. Like when I'm with like group of friends, I have a friend group, blah blah blah. Subgroups, it happens naturally.
Yeah.
It's not something that I need to force. I just be like, I'm leaning more to this person. This person has my personality. This person understands me, and I'm like, let me stick with this person. That doesn't mean I'm going to seclude myself from every other person, but just that I'm more attached to this person. That's what I mean.
I feel like, for example, like when we entered uni, like now, Adanna and I are in the same friend group at the moment, and I feel like Adanna and I instantly clicked. Even more so than like other people that I've known for a longer time. Not that we don't click, but then Adanna and I just have this type of vibe. Do you get? So
Sparks.
So I feel like subgroups happen naturally, and there is no problem with subgroups unless
subgroup. What I've noticed here, subgroups that happen like, and it's based off of beef. It eventually ends.
And it's fake. It's superficial.
It's going to end because you're just doing it for the meantime.
And I have like
you're using each other to pass time.
But then I feel like majority of the time the reason why most people get intimidated by subgroups is maybe like you people's your subgroup is like naturally formed. You guys click and vibe. Maybe I don't know anything about your friendship group or anything, but maybe if someone is to be intimidated, maybe it's because they feel like they cannot form that connection that you guys have.
Yeah, that's true.
But everyone's vibe is different.
Everyone's vibe is different.
You can't force it.
Okay, so the third question is, have you ever felt pressure to conform to certain behaviors or norms within the friend group?
Look, when being around people in general, you just have to learn to adapt to people's behaviors. Every person behaves differently. Everybody has their own problems, and sometimes they're like, this person's problem is not a problem. But then I learned one thing from my friend. She tells me that just because someone's problems don't seem like problems to you does not mean that they're not problems.
Yes.
Do you understand? So let me tell you something. First year, Adanna, oh my god, Adanna just comes to school and just gives attitude, and I was like, what is wrong with this girl? I think Adanna one time gave me attitude. I was wondering what I did to her, so I went home, I texted her, and then she was like, no, nothing. She was just giving me short replies. I was like, so this is the thing with Adanna. When she has that attitude, I just allow her.
Yes.
Do you understand?
I went through that in secondary school for 3 years.
I have accepted. I'm not saying what she's doing is right. I think she's better. Like she has
actually improved a lot.
I think she has.
I'm so proud of you. Clap for yourself. Let's clap for her.
I'm not trying to make her.
Don't gas her up.
Yeah, so I feel like sometimes you just need to learn how to like cohabit with people. It's something that you should actually like. How do I put it? something that you should have in you,
yes.
like as a person. Just even socially, you need to
Show
be
some
socially
empathy.
like intelligent, and just learn how to live with people. But it's not every BS that you should just like take. Do you understand?
True. I can't really say much on this because I have tried to which word did I use? I've tried to understand me, my personality, type of person I am. So I do the same for others. I try my best, but if I cannot, because this life, I not come to this world to train anybody except my kids in future. So
Amen.
I feel if I cannot, like if it's not okay for me, if it's not conducive for me, I just distance myself.
I feel like that's what I do. So if I know I can't tolerate someone in that friend group, like I'm not trying to beef anyone because I don't like stress. So if I know that I can't tolerate you, I can just tolerate you in bits.
Yeah.
Our friendship would be like cordial. I'll come to school, we'll talk, or like whatever it is, we'll meet outside, we talk. But then you and I will not be very close because I know that I will not be able to tolerate you, and I will not put a strain on our relationship because I know that if we are around each other for too long, we'll definitely have issues.
Yeah, but there's some that it's just bad character.
Yes.
It's not even, it's just bad. Like
just
you
bad
don't
character.
have training.
It's not like they're bad people.
Yes,
they just have bad
They
character.
just have really, really bad.
They might
character.
have good personalities, but just bad characters.
And then we have people that are just always confused. Like they just don't know.
They just don't know what's happening.
And they're just
in
like
friend
normal.
group.
I like those type of people that are just like stress free. It's like
you don't know what happened, so you don't even need to.
You don't need to involve yourself.
Yeah, even if you want to hear, you hear both sides. You're like, oh, okay.
You guys should fix it between yourselves.
You know what I don't like? If someone is like, oh, I want to hear your side, I want to hear your side. But then you're now carrying what I said to tell. I don't need you to transmit information. Do you understand? I don't need to know what the other person said. I don't need you to tell the person what I said. We can say it directly to each other. I feel like at this point, I mean, we're still kids, but then I feel like
there's no need carrying beef.
A sense of maturity now to know that if you have an issue with someone, go there. I don't carry people's beef on top of my head, like especially these petty beefs. Because at the end of the day, it will turn back on you.
But what do you think about meeting, like trying to confront somebody concerning like
certain things?
Like let's say you guys have let's say it's not really beef, but like you just notice something is good. You don't know what exactly is going on, but you just know that the energy is not right.
It's not right.
How do you feel it's okay to confront the person, or just continue, you guys should go with the same vibe?
Honestly, I don't mind confronting the person. You can talk to them like, okay, I've noticed this, like, what's up? Are you like, some people might be so immature that they'll be like, I don't know what you're noticing, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then it's better when you talk to the person, you're like, okay, I'm noticing this. Despite the fact that they might come off immature or anything, talk to them, say your piece that, okay, this is how I felt. You've been giving me this kind of vibe. I've been feeling this vibe from you. If to them it's not a vibe, to you felt that way, because definitely they were giving you the vibe for you to feel it, because people feel energies. If you're giving me the energy, I'm going to feel it.
But also this type of situation, the person can only be saying you're wrong. Like, they're not seeing what they did that made you feel that way. They'll not be like, oh, you were giving me attitude, but you never saw what you did that made me give that attitude.
I've come to realize?
I've experienced that.
So I've experienced something
people
like that. So I'm just like...
No, people might know that they're wrong, but I don't know how to say this in English, but Bodunkunya will not allow them to admit
what they did.
It will not.
It's
Do you
the
understand?
ego, and it's very
the
bad.
Ego. But to me, it's like I've come to this place in my life where if I know that you know that you're wrong, I'll just allow you, because there's really no point. I'm not getting an apology from you, so I'll just
there's
let it
no
go.
need.
But also, it depends on how much I value you.
Word.
Yeah. Because I went to Adanna one time and I was telling her this issue that I had with my friend, like when we're in a friend group, it's just her and I. And then I was telling her that honestly, like, I really want to like reach out to her, but then at the end of the day, I ended up reaching out to her because I weighed it and I was like, the value I put on my friendship is higher than my ego. Do you understand? Because I feel like it was just my ego that was in the way. So yeah, and we sorted it out, and I was so happy about that because like she's someone that I genuinely value. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like it just depends on how I... True. In what regard I hold you, Sha.
Yes. So the next question is, have you ever felt a lack of personal connection within the friend group?
No, I don't think so. Me personally.
Most of the friend groups I've been in, it's like I know someone that is in that friend group, like from way before. And personally, I like to think that I can click with like different sets of people emotional connection is what I'm not sure about. I mean, I don't necessarily feel like I can tell this person my issue and I expect that person to be emotionally there for me. I feel like that's a sense of entitlement that I should not have. But then in my friend group, like, there are certain people that, yes, I feel very comfortable telling them my issues. But I feel like sometimes in friend groups, people feel entitled to knowing your issues.
Yeah.
And that issue stuff, yeah,
it causes finish.
Yes.
In some instances, yeah.
But this whole question, yeah, still boils down to subgroup. I don't know why. Because the whole emotional connection, being able to speak to someone in the friend group, it's not everyone that you can really speak to in that friend group, like, about your problem.
Yeah.
Even though you know, okay, they won't judge, it's not about judging.
Yeah.
But like, this person just will not understand. This person will not give me the advice I need. Will not relate to it.
Or they'll make it all about themselves.
It could be like that person that you're clicking with the most. Just be like, something is happening to me. I don't know how to go about it. Tell me, blah blah blah. It just happen naturally, and you're asking this person. You don't need to consult everybody in the friend group. I don't think it's really necessary. Yeah. It's not a big deal.
And I feel like, for me personally, if like in my friend group someone is having an issue and you don't tell me, I don't get angry. I can be emotionally there for you if I like know you're going through something, but I will not feel angry because you did not tell me. And I feel like everybody should just like.
And also this situation where you're going through something, you don't tell me, yeah, and then you now take offense that I did not check up on you.
Yeah, that one I don't understand.
Like, I feel like that's like emotional blackmail.
Yeah, because not everyone can read minds.
I'm just like, maybe something's going on in your...
being emotionally unintelligent, because you don't expect me to know your issues. Like, and if you come and you're acting a certain way, the best thing I can do is, what happened? And if you're not giving me a suitable reply and you're just behaving anyhow,
you're just like, I'm okay. To be like, you're giving me attitude. I've tried my best now. She'll be fine at the end of the day.
Also, I've experienced like having issues, and then people that expected to be there for me were not necessarily there for me. So like all those type of people, just keep them aside or something like that. And then to me, at that point in my life, it was people that I never actually expected to be there for me. Those were the people that were there for me.
You know, something similar happened to me beginning of this year. Something drastic happened to me, and it's not like I hid it from anyone. I have a Finsta, so I posted it on my Finsta. Everybody knew. And even the people on my Finsta that, okay, I know we're like chill, but we don't talk all the time, they reached out, I hope you're fine and everything. But then the two people that I was like really close with, that we're always together in school and everything, I wasn't online for, I think, was it 2 months?
Yeah.
It was 2 months. I wasn't I wasn't active for like 2 months. We did not communicate for that whole 2 months. And when the whole drastic thing happened, we spoke in school, and I told them, and they saw what I posted, and I told them that this is what happened. The whole 2 months we did not speak, no updates, nothing. We resumed school, and I told them about it. I was like, I was really hurt by your actions, because as people I value like this, and I respect, like, the way I put you guys in my life, and you guys did not reach out. It wasn't nice. And they were like, they thought I was angry at them.
That's manipulation.
Do you get something happened to me?
Stand up for you and say, I messed up, like, I did not check up on you. Maybe I forgot. It's valid.
Exactly.
Is people don't really accept their mistakes.
You remember what I was telling you? It's not where, like, you can be taking someone in high regards.
Yeah, and they don't see you that way. That's
like, you really value this person. This person knows send your papa in any way.
And that kind of person that if we're in a relationship, we're all friends, we're in a relationship, and that kind of person that will always reassure you how much I care about you and the place you hold in my life. And that's something I always do. Yeah. I always do it to them. But then it's like it's like the energy wasn't really, it's like, I care for you this much, but then
it's not balanced.
You don't. And then maybe I was lying to myself. That's like, in my first podcast when I spoke about stop lying to yourself about when people show you their true characters, it's up to you to see it. So at some point I was lying to myself. Okay, maybe it's just how they are giving excuses, those kind of things. And now I've completely stopped. I'm not dealing with anybody's BS. 2024 is coming, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why sometimes I might hate this person. I might say I hate this person, Sha.
Yeah.
But then I have to give it to Yasmin. Honestly, like, if you should have a friend like Yasmin, you should know that no matter what, even if it's going to be by 4 a.m., Yasmin would definitely be there for you. We did this thing when I was going through something. Actually, we were both going through something.
Yeah.
We did morning check-ins and evening check-ins. Like, she's actually such a nice person, regardless of her issues, tiny issues.
Yes.
I really appreciate her to be
Shout out to you, Yasmin.
Yeah. I hope you're listening to this. Okay, so the last question is, what advice would you give to the listeners who might be going through a similar experience with their friend groups?
Firstly, I would be more open, communication. That's number one. I feel if anything is going on, something you're not okay with, because I feel in anything, any relationship, any situation, shape, whatever, your mental health comes first. So voice your opinion. If you feel that person is trying to gaslight you, it's just pushing the blame to you.
Call them out on it.
First you call them out. If you feel it's still not going well, because some friendships you feel like you've known this person for long, that's why you're keeping this person. It's not, at the same time, it's still not healthy for you. So I feel like you can just keep the person at distance. It's hard. It's very, very hard because of the amount of time you've known the person. But at the same time, just do what you know is going to be right, which is cutting that person off. It
should be a change you are willing to embrace. Embrace the change, whether it is positive or negative. You would see the effects sooner or later, and trust me, the effect is going to be great.
I feel like if someone is going into a friend group, or if a friend group is forming, form a personal relationship with each of those people. 1, 2, do not inherit people's beef, please, I beg you. And then if you feel like, okay, this person, you don't really like the vibe, or you feel like they are all against you collectively. So some people say that, okay, if a lot of people have a problem with you, you're the problem. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because they can have the same mindset towards you, and if you feel like that person is not happy for you in any way, because I've been in situations like that, please leave. It's not really hard, but it's not easy to make friends, good friends. And then also, when you have an issue with someone, please don't let anyone tell you that don't care about it. I feel like, no, you should actually put in that work to maintain that relationship, strengthen that relationship, because at the end of the day, people say that, oh, friends don't matter. I feel like they do. They play huge parts in our lives, especially at this point in our lives. So I feel like you just gauge the vibe, gauge the energy, and then work with that. Please don't be a bad person in your friend group.
Be the one to select your friends. Let them not select you.
Yes.
And don't allow yourself or let anyone in the friend group make you feel inferior or make you feel like you're lacking something. Because you should, I feel like it's hard to be, it's easy to say, okay, be confident in yourself, have high self-esteem.
Yeah.
Because I've been in friend groups or with a friend that I felt oppressed by, for the longest time. Do you understand? And then it took I think maybe me growing up, having a change of mind to know that, okay, this person is not good for me. Do you understand? And I felt like I had to be with that person because, we know each other from birth. Do you understand? What Adanna said, I feel like don't feel that way. You should just do you and put yourself first.
Okay, guys, thank you for your responses. Now they're going to ask some questions, and we are going to respond to each other. I don't know, you can go on.
Okay, what is your take on a situation whereby your very close friend, let's say your best friend, don't like using best friend, but your best mate is you're having a problem with someone, and then instead of your best friend to I know we spoke about the whole not carrying beef thing here, but you've told your best friend about this whole situation that occurred between you and someone, and then you're now seeing them hanging out with that person, doing certain things. What do you guys think about that whole situation?
That is a tricky situation. Personally, like I said, I kind of carry my friend's beef on top of my head, so I would not do that. But if someone else does that, I feel like it just depends on the circumstance. But there are certain things I would not expect you to do with that person. I don't know, it's kind of a tricky situation. I don't expect you to have an issue with that person or hate them because of me, no, because that's inherited beef. But I feel like there's just a limit and there are boundaries that you should not cross.
And respect.
at least respect your friend. I should know that, okay, if at any point you have to choose, I know that sounds childish, but then, like, for example, if you had to choose, you would pick my peace over
this
like,
newbie.
Yeah.
I think I've done this before, and I'm very sorry, Adanna. I think I've done this before. But then for me, is I'm too forgiving. At least I was too forgiving. And I just let people back into my life, like, easily, even when they've shown their true colors. And then it's something I'm learning to stop. And alhamdulillah, I've gotten to an extent where I'm not behaving like that anymore. But then sometimes, with the whole... whenever it comes to girls chat, I'm always like, okay, sometimes babes can like move in a way and just be like, okay, maybe it's just lack of understanding or lack of
emotional intelligence
or something like that. Exactly. So I can like tend to let it slide under the rug sometimes, but then it's not right. But then when it comes to guys, if you mess up, especially if we're not that close, I can just like X you instantly.
What scares me? Like in friend groups, what type of people scare me? You see, those people that have an issue with someone, you come to me, you tell me XYZ about this person.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, you said it today, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I listen to you. And tomorrow, I see you with that person. Oh, chummy. Those people scare me because they don't even realize that. I don't want to say it like this, but they are bad people. Like, do you understand? Like, it's so scary. How can you move that way? And I feel like something I've come to understand. There was this time I told her, and if you see me tomorrow, so please slap my mouth, because I've learned to like keep short when someone is telling me something.
Yeah.
Best I can say is sorry. May God bring peace or Allah. Because trust me, that person, when me and that person, because obviously having issues, I feel like having issues with friends, it's normal. Let's normalize that. Do you understand? You can have small arguments, small, even big things. Do you understand? You can argue and fight on things. It's normal. I feel like, let me say this in Hausa, but friendship,
yeah. If you guys are not fighting, then it's hypocrisy that's taking place.
Proper hypocrisy. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I actually appreciate fights. But those people that come and then today they are fighting with this person and then tomorrow you see them together, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, how can you move that way?
I think that's like the one thing I know I stick with so much is, let's say I have a problem. Like, before I stay to insult somebody, you have
filled your cup.
Oh God, the cup they over.
So
like, if I stay like this and I know I've spoken about this person. Let me say I've gossiped about this person.
That's what I was about to say.
I can't be friends with that.
That's
like,
what I was
no matter how okay you come back to me, because I've been in a situation where you come back to me and then, because normally you see you're wrong now.
Yeah.
You come back to me and then you tell me, oh, I'm sorry, blah blah blah, and then I feel like we can settle it.
Yeah.
Fine and good. Thank you. Apology accepted. Access denied. Simple. Like, I know there's no
you
way
forgive, but you don't forget.
Yeah, like, it's also that, and also like I feel the way I've really spoken about you, I don't think I can be friends with you like that. Like, I've really like I don't have respect for you again. I feel in friendship you must like you said in the first episode here, you must have respect for your friends.
It's very hypocritical.
It's
if
not,
you're not going
possible.
to I know what I don't like about some people. We'll sit down, let's say Adanna and I could sit down and gossip about you, Sajida, and then next thing Adanna and I have an issue, then Adanna would sit down and say, oh, this is what I said, but this is what Hadeeya said. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't like people like that.
It's basically saying, let me tell you my own side though.
Those people are also scary. Run away from those people. If you have those type of people in your friend group, I'm telling you, the friendship is not even going to last. So it's better you might just as well leave from like the beginning.
So thank you guys for answering my questions, Sajida.
Hadeeya, do you have a question?
So my question is, how do you deal with issues in a friend group? Like, if you're having an issue with a certain person in a friend group, how would you go about it?
Okay, first, if you have an issue with someone, and maybe it's like from, majority of times in friend groups, issues come up with he said, she said. That's how they start. They always start with he said, she said. But then if it's like a simple issue that, okay, maybe this person did something to me in front of everybody that made me feel embarrassed or ashamed or something like that, I can just, maybe when nobody is there, I can talk to them, okay, what you said to me, I found it really offensive and it hurt my feelings. So please, like, don't do that again. You don't have to say please, just don't do it again. You have to show me respect or something like that. And
you see, in friend groups, trust me, learn to make people respect you.
Yeah.
Not learn to make people, but like act in a way that people would respect you.
Yeah.
I promise you, if they don't have that,
that's why you shouldn't tell everybody your business.
They are not going to respect you, and once one person does not respect you, it's going to rub off on the other people. Unless in slight circumstances, like if you're actually a good person, you should know that okay, as a human being, I'm supposed to respect this person. I owe this person respect as a human. But some people don't think that way.
And so majority of the time, the reason why there's that kind of disrespect in friend groups is due to when everyone in the friend group knows your business, your movement. Yeah. It causes a lot of disrespect. That's why there's there's a limit to what you let them know about you. Obviously, you guys are all friends and you guys are trying to build this kind of amazing connection. You can tell them some things, but there are some things that should be kept to yourself alone. Not everyone needs to know that kind of business.
It's
exactly.
Not the good and the bad. Because I'm telling you, it's not everybody that is happy for you.
Yeah.
Trust me on
I
that
promise.
one.
That's why I'm honestly large friend groups, I'm not in support of them, to be honest. Keep your friendships intimate.
How many people do you think should be in a friend group? Ideally.
Okay. I think like 4.
I was about to say that.
4. Because
4 or 6.
4.
Do you know something? I don't even think there's a problem. No. I don't think there's a problem with large friend groups if you pick the right people.
Yeah.
And if those people understand that, okay, you should not have that sense of entitlement, you should owe everyone respect, form personal relationships with and then be okay with how everybody's relationship is. You see, when like you have issues with your friends and then they start saying she said, he said, please just allow that one to die down, because you are never going to get to the bottom of it.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
And also, if you're forming friend groups, it shouldn't be based on your friendship shouldn't be based on circumstance. That okay, this person is friends with this person, so they brought their friend, and this person brought their friend. Those kind of friend groups, they don't work out. It should be kind of friend group that okay, you people got to know each other at your own pace. Not that these people have already been so close before and they now came. And obviously, there's going to be that diversity in the friend group because you guys are closer than everyone else. Yeah. So it shouldn't be based on circumstance.
I feel like we say like the negative part of
having friend groups,
but I feel like they're so beautiful because when we sit down and then we're all vibing, like it's actually so fun.
Nice. Like when we go for henna,
super fun. When we go for henna, when we go out, I don't know.
When you're in class.
When you're in class, you understand, like there's that vibe and then it's so funny and then everyone is laughing, but when it gets bad, then it gets really bad.
It's like a mini family you guys have created because you don't know.
But not everybody likes to accept other people's family.
Yeah. It takes time. Some people, it takes time. Like for me personally, it takes time for me to get comfortable around people. It takes a long time.
And friend groups are really nice. Like I feel like friend groups, like for me, I read better when I'm reading with people. Yeah. And like even if it's like subgroup or like the entire group, I feel like it made my reading easier. It made school easier for me. Like it made it better, easier for me to learn, easier for me to pass. Like there are actually advantages to friend groups. So yeah, it's just about getting the right one.
Okay, so guys, this brings us to the end of today's episode. I'm so happy that I had my Kano Warriors on today's episode. You guys, we have a group on Snapchat and Instagram. It's called Kano Warriors. I don't know I named it because Hadeeya and I are from Kano.
Shout out to our friend group. I think this is one of like the healthiest friend groups I've been in. Yeah. Mentally and emotionally.
It's because I'm here.
This is so nice.
Love you guys.
Sweet. I love you all too.
Aww.
I didn't say it. Say it. Say it.
It's okay to show love. Don't feel shy.
You guys, she's just shining her teeth. But anyways, guys, I'm so happy we had this, and I hope you guys have taken 1 or 2 things from this, and you'll be able to work on your friend groups positively and
fix, tolerate,
and be able to learn how to tolerate people and live with them. No, not necessarily live with them, but adjust and adapt.
With them,
adapt.
Yeah.
I think that's what.
Tia more people.
You can say bye.
Bye, everyone.
I have an outro. Don't forget to practice self-love, self-care, and gratitude.
I loved being here.
Bye.
Bye.